But I wouldn't have learned that without isolation. I wouldn't have learned that without suffering. We can't really suffer without, well, not trying to run from it, not trying to escape from it. Suffering gets to be a gift. Suffering gets to be a blessing. Suffering ultimately gets to lead to our greatest joy. And in the last year, if I've learned anything about suffering, I've truly, truly learned that it leads to some of the greatest blessings of our life, and I'm getting to experience them now. My dreams came true and began to come true in the toughest year of my life. Why? I personally like to believe it's that I was in line with what God created me to do. I think of the story of Job quite a bit, but there's so many other stories. But I also look to the people that I see that I'm able to am blessed to serve. I see what other people go through and I think, wow, regardless of my situation, like I don't really have it that bad. Instead of focusing on what other people had, I started to focus on what I get to be grateful for. And that in itself helped me learn the joy in suffering. So today I'd like to encourage you to not run from what hurts you. We all have we all have an opportunity to remove the things that no longer serve us from our life. And frankly, sometimes that in itself can end the suffering that most of us go through. But also, instead of running from the thing that hurts, and sometimes that's being honest. How long have I gone? Okay, I'm going to say this last thing and then I'm going to wind it down. I say a lot that truth will attract your tribe. But what I haven't said a lot on camera, but I mean with all my heart, is we can never really get what we want in life, even what we want from God, without being honest about it. We'll never find the love that our heart desires and wants until we're honest with ourselves about who we are and then be able to express who we are to the person that we might want to love us. And I have an ugly, scary truth. But even in my ugly, scary truth, I found someone who loved me for it. I have friendships and family, relationships with family that I never thought I would. And it came from painful truth. I would like to encourage you, all of you, any of you who are suffering or struggling with being honest about who you are because you're fearful of judgment. Those people that you fear that their judgment, they're going to judge you no matter what. You're never going to be holy enough. You're never going to be good enough. You're never going to do things perfect enough in their minds to please them. So stop worrying about what other people think and start loving yourself for who you are. And if that's not who you're meant to be, I can promise you, our Creator has a funny way of nudging us back on the path to truth. But we can't do that if we're listening to all the noise from other people. Part of humanity is going through the full human experience. Eat the pain. Eat the pain that has been given to you and learn to enjoy it. Because in enjoying it, or finding gratitude in it even, you will find a freedom that no one can ever take from you.